Tweet from Donald Trump 1 minute ago. We will not stand for looting, arson, violence, and lawlessness on American streets. My team just got off the phone with Governor Evers, who agreed to accept federal assistance. Portland should do the same. Today, I will be sending federal law enforcement and the National Guard to Kenosha to restore law and order. Nothing about the murders. Nothing about the fact that it seemingly was a militia member or someone supportive of their goals who went there to murder people and murdered people, and at least that night got away with it. He was able to use murder to cover up his murder and get away. They didn't say anything about that. And can I just point out one other thing, while we're talking about Trump and about the Republican Party? You remember how angry we were about two of the speakers at the RNC 2 nights ago, the McCloskeys? Yep. What are the McCloskeys famous for? For wielding an AR-15 in defense of property. That is not a defense of property because their property was never actually threatened. They pointed the gun at peaceful protesters who were marching nearby and got very close to killing someone. And that was enough that they're now celebrities on the right. So now this individual, what did he take it half a step farther? He brought his gun to defend property. Seemingly, if it is the individual we think it is, he crossed state lines to defend his property. So that makes sense. And he actually killed people. And why wouldn't he do that? He's being told by Fox News every day that these are murderous thugs that are gonna burn down your buildings, they're gonna come for your family, and they're gonna kill you. So you have to stand up for yourself. And if you stand up for yourself, like the McCloskeys, we're gonna give you accolades and screen time, and you're gonna be held up as a hero. So this individual is right to think that he's a hero for the right. And you think they're gonna actually denounce him? You think that Fox is gonna take stock of their rhetoric as a result of this? We've been predicting this for literally months. None of the previous murders have gotten through to them. Why would this? This guy did what their audience wishes they could do themselves.
Yes. Yeah. No, the Fox News may take stock of what they're saying and their rhetoric and how it's panned out and be like, congratulations, that was mission accomplished. Demonize a certain group, praise the others, and then when things go down, we continue to demonize that first group because mission accomplished. We're looking to demonize them and keep them from trying to get the attention of enough people to change the way we do things in this country. That's the bottom line. We can't have anything change here. And these agents of change, we have to make sure that they're seen as the bad guys. That's their job.
2 people are dead. I should say 2 more people have been killed by this out of control white supremacist cult of personality that we're currently facing. They were defending him instantly, Why the hell was he there? Why was he there? Why was he there with a gun? No, you get to be. Because again, as we've said many times, the gun is both the way that you kill people and it's the pretext to kill people. Because you get to be scared for your life if somebody comes near your gun and you get to say that you're afraid they're gonna take it. So you bring the thing that lets you say how scared you are and how you have to use it. That is always what they do. That's always what they do. They're doing it again right here. Are you sure that Tucker Carlson's not gonna defend him tonight?
Yes, he will.
Jesus. As our audience was telling us in real time, I have now found actual reports that 17-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse of Antioch, Illinois has been arrested and charged in the murder of multiple individuals in Kenosha, Wisconsin. He was labeled as a fugitive of justice because he fled back across state lines to evade prosecution for that. So again, a reminder, this individual wanted to defend his property. So he got a gun, he went to a different state, murdered people, and then ran back home. So that individual.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, continue.
I'm curious what state he's from that he went back to.
So apparently Illinois, Antioch, Illinois.
It's Antioch. Oh, it's not Chicago, you mean? Oh, I thought Chicago was the epicenter of violence and people that shoot at people and run around and break the law every day. I mean, I keep hearing that from conservative circles, how Chicago is the epicenter of disaster. Maybe because there's a racial makeup that they believe in their mind only presides in Chicago, that they can now blame all violence on. If this guy's from Antioch, is it the entire state of Illinois? I don't know. Or is it just you pick and choose who you decide to hate long guns that walk by the cops after murdering people?
Exactly. And so look, that was the individual that we believed was the murderer. I didn't say it during the first part because we don't want to accidentally potentially out someone who it turns out it wasn't them. I don't think we've ever done that in this show, but it has happened before. But no, it was exactly that individual. It was this 17-year-old who has an AR-15 because much of American culture, at least white culture, thinks that that's totally normal and acceptable. And he would just drive around state lines and he'd go to protests, and he murdered some people. And then after he'd murdered one person and people tried to apprehend the murderer, he started shooting other people. Because again, personal responsibility, that's the culture that's being taught. Anyway, yeah, we'll see what ends up happening, and we'll see what defense is offered up of him. If you think, again, I'll say the same thing. If you think that Fox News isn't gonna defend this guy later today, man, welcome back to reality. I guess you've been sleeping for a while.
They've been setting it up. If you've already conditioned the American people enough to believe that any kind of competition that happens with protesters versus these militia folks or anyone else, that the bad guys are the protesters, it doesn't matter what the reality is. You'll go back and say, remember what we told you? Tap back into that. Absolve yourself from reality. Tap back into what we taught you. That the other guys are the bad guys.
And by the way, again, I don't want to go super in depth into all the research that's come about this individual, because again, there's the possibility that some things might not be confirmed. But what I saw as of last night was this individual, part of the thing that helped him to be tracked down was he did a stream. I don't know if it was Snapchat or TikTok or whatever, from a Trump rally, and identified himself. So weird and random and totally unrelated that he loves Donald Trump and all of their narratives about the mobs and how they're coming for you and you gotta defend yourself, and it looks like he killed a few people. Weird and totally unrelated. I don't even know why I brought it up. I'm wasting our time.
Too much speculation. What's wrong with you?
It is speculation. I mean, it is speculation.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.